What is going on, everyone? Mars here, bringing you guys the news in the flesh. Let's get right into it. We got tons of new information from the Pokemon press conference about new titles that are coming for this beloved series. It's particularly one of my favorites. One of the games is Pokemon Quest that actually came out today, I think, for the Nintendo Switch. It's this free-to-start game where you put together a team of 3 Pokemon, now all in this pixel art style, and you control their attacks while they roam around on their own in search of hidden treasures. It is based around this more slimmed down version of a core RPG game with mobile mechanics added to it. And when I say mobile mechanics, I mean there's an in-game currency to it. Like, you actually have to spend cash in it. These purchases can include speed up timers, refreshes energies, and it gets you upgrades to speed up progress. Yeah, I'm not a really big fan of that. I don't like that kind of stuff, especially in console games. But it is free, so, you know, there's that. Anyways, the next game we have is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. These are 2 games that are heavily inspired by Pokemon Yellow version and Pokemon Go. In fact, it actually has ties in with Pokemon Go. Both of these games are, again, RPGs, but they are not the core RPGs. And when I say the core RPGs, I mean any of the generation Pokemons like Red, Gold, Ruby, Diamond, Black, X, or Sun. There has actually been a core Pokemon game announced, Generation 8, and that is slated for a 2019 release, though no name has been given yet for it. So we do still have to wait a little bit for more details on that. But in the meantime, we have Pokemon Let's Go to hold us over. This game will be taking place in Kanto region and is built specifically for newcomers to the Pokemon series and for those who are familiar with Pokemon Go. Now, this game is similar to Pokemon Go, and it can even connect via Bluetooth with Pokemon Go, but make no mistake, it is not Pokemon Go. I do have to mention, however, that they are using the capture mechanics that were found in Pokemon Go, and instead of battling Pokemon, wild Pokemon, you'll be throwing Pokeballs at them to catch them. You will, however, be able to battle NPCs in a turn-based system that is used mainly in the core Pokemon games. And I think this game is like more of a first taste of what we should expect from Generation 8. And to be honest with you guys, it actually looks pretty good. I am liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm going to check out the game anyways to see what it's like. I'll let you guys know how it is. But if you guys want to check out the trailer for it, it'll be down below. Alright, let's move on to something else. And this has been something that was teased yesterday and has been officially announced today. And that is Fallout 76. Bethesda has announced a new Fallout game, and I'm excited for it. I was thinking that maybe they forgot how to count to 5 at first, because it usually goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not 76. But hearing some of the rumors around the internet that have been floating around, that might not be the case. What people are saying is that this game might actually be an online multiplayer game similar to Elder Scrolls Online. There's also been rumors floating around that this might be another Fallout game that was made by Obsidian. For those of you who don't know, Fallout New Vegas was the game that Obsidian made, and a lot of fans of Fallout series really enjoyed that game, and so it's unfortunate that Obsidian had to come out and say, no, we're not making it. But anyways, they released a teaser for it, which I'll link down below, and it's just showing off the interior of Vault 76. It's not really giving us a whole lot of details of what to expect from this game, but there is an official reveal date as June 10th, which is going to be E3. So I'm looking forward to checking it out there. If you guys want to check out the teaser, it'll be down below for you. Next up, we got the Battle Royale of Battle Royales, as Bluehole/PUBG Corp is taking on Epic Games, the developers behind Fortnite. They're taking them to court over what they claim as copyright infringement. And they claim that Epic Games stole many characteristics of PUBG. And now, this isn't actually very surprising, as Bluehole mentioned back in September that they were possibly looking into taking action against Epic after Fortnite announced the release of their Battle Royale mode and that it was inspired by PUBG. Bluehole claimed that they were concerned that Fortnite was replicating the experience of PUBG, and that Epic mentioned PUBG in their promotion of Fortnite, saying, "That was never discussed with us, and we don't feel that it's right." Well, I'm pretty sure it is right. It's called competition. You know, you don't own a monopoly over a genre of gaming, especially since the idea of that genre was borrowed from mods from other games. I mean, technically, under these merits, I could say that Bluehole actually stole the idea from Minecraft modders who set up the Hunger Games servers back in 2012. You know, I don't see them trying to sue Bluehole. Either way around, Fortnite is just too transformative of a game to really be considered a direct ripoff, or as Brandon Green, the developer behind PUBG, says, a carbon copy. It's not. It's just not. The build mechanic alone sets this game apart from PUBG. It sets it as its own game. No, I'll be honest with you guys. What this really looks like, it looks like Bluehole's going after Epic as a desperate attempt to try and save themselves in their own market. They see that they're getting consumed by Fortnite, and they're trying to figure out what to do to stay relevant inside this marketplace so that they don't get completely consumed. Well, the answer to that is simple. Make PUBG free. Make PUBG free and spread it across the consoles. You know, to be honest, if Bluehole goes through with this, I don't see them coming out as winners. Not only are they not going to win, but if they lose, it's going to take a pretty heavy hit on their reputation. You know, they're going against the Fortnite community. And according to PC Gamer, PUBG has peaked at 3 million total players. That's their peak count, okay? Fortnite's concurrent player base is sitting at around 3 million players. Their total player base is 45 million. That is a massive, massive difference. And not only that, PUBG was reportedly brought in $700 million last year in revenue. Now, remember, this is for a $30 game. Fortnite, which is a free-to-play game, reportedly broke their own record last month by bringing in $300 million in 1 month. Okay? There's no competition here on who has the better marketing strategy and who's on top right now. PUBG's going to have to accept that they are no longer the top dog in their own marketplace, and they're also going to have to accept that it's only going to get harder as, you know, Call of Duty's new Battle Royale mode moves into the scene as well. But what do you guys think about all of this? I'll leave a bunch of articles down below, and I want you guys to let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Speaking of Fortnite copying PUBG, they've announced they're bringing in a vehicle into the game. If you want to call it a vehicle, it's actually a shopping cart. Yeah, no, I'm not joking. It's really a shopping cart. If you guys want to learn more about it, the trailer will be down below. Alright, now I want to talk about a little bit more about Battlefield 5, because the video that I posted on Monday is shooting up in views, more so than any of my other videos that I've posted so far this year, and I want to revise some of the things that I've said on it, now that I've actually had some time to think on it. My primary point on the entire piece was aimed at the scorn of gaming journalists who were going against a community of players that were criticizing the trailer, and their utter failure of listening to the community and portraying the situation properly. That still stands. Their omission of factors around the community feedback led to them crafting these stories that just blatantly lied and painted the Battlefield community in this sexist narrative. And I know better, and I expect better from gaming journalists. Polygon, The Verge, PC Gamer, all of these guys are guilty of this. And we should all expect better from them. Much like music, I feel video games have a way of uniting people together in ways other entertainment just simply can't match. But when we have media outlets like this who are bent on tearing apart this unity and forcing gaming brothers and sisters to hate each other, whether left or right, over these false narratives, then it's over. It's over. There is no unity. Okay? But luckily, I have faith in the gamers. We are a special kind of group, and we particularly don't really accept the term game over. But still, I don't like this kind of stuff. And I also expect that developers to listen to the feedback and give the community and consumers the benefit of doubt when it comes to criticism, and not just labeling them as this highly toxic crowd. You know, I think that they kind of owe them that. Now, I do need to admit my own omissions of factor. For one, while I do still believe that the reveal for this game's heavier focus on females were merely for the sake of inclusion, and I still think that it was done poorly, that doesn't automatically mean that it was for the appeasement of anybody else's political agenda. It could mean that the developers really just did want to emphasize the amount of customization offered in this game, and I can't say that's a bad thing. You know? And as for historical accuracy, that's a misidentification on my part. What I should have said is that these games have a community that expects a serious representation of both historical events and warfare itself. I mean, not to point out the megalodon in the room, but these games were never meant to be entirely historically accurate. But they did build the expectation to give players a more defined understanding of how historical battles might have played out and the importance of learning how to play as a unit. And I do think that this was kind of lost in the translation. Maybe it was because not a whole lot of details revealed about the game, and I think that kind of hurt the hurt the trailer for it. But I still want to see more about this before I finally come to a conclusion. Now that we got those things sorted out, we can move out. Oh, wait, yeah, no, there's one more thing. Dice's announced there's not going to be loot boxes in the game. So if you guys were worried about that, don't need to. Now we move on to new music, and there's only one song today, and that is the Menzinger's new song, Toy Soldiers. It's actually a pretty fun song. I enjoyed it. Check it out below. And now it's time for some things that are awesome. We got a new update from the Ghost Inside, who actually gave us a look at the device that Ghost Inside's drummer will be using to perform instead of wearing a prosthetic leg, which has proven to be quite the challenge on its own, with it adding weight to his limb and causing there to be a latency and causing more fatigue. With this new device, though, which was actually built by Andrew's own father, it should help alleviate these issues by basically removing the prosthetic leg and giving him better action while eliminating weight issues. You know, check out the device below and check out the update below, and I am really excited to see where this recovery is going and how far they've come since, you know, the bus accident. I can't wait to see these boys back in action again. I just can't. You know, I can't wait to hear new stuff from them. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys want to leave a comment, go ahead and leave it down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, dislike if it didn't, tell me why, and subscribe if you want more. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one. Mars out.